of walk us through from your perspective, when did you know you were going to be good to go, and what has kind of the rehab process been like for you?
Yeah, I don't know. I've never really broken a bone before, so breaking my forearm was kind of interesting. So I didn't really know like what happened. So I actually ended up having surgery on it, fixing it, and then kind of like a waiting game with that because it's bones, not like something you can just like crank out. So yeah, I was waiting, letting the doctors kind of decide, when I could practice.
How quick did you find out that it was broken? Like, did you get scans that day? Or?
Yeah, I got an X-ray at Northwestern, and then I got surgery that night in Chicago.
How frustrating was that for you? Obviously, what you've been through last season and this season. Where was your mentality at?
Yeah, it sucked. I'm not gonna lie, it was difficult. But as soon as I got surgery, since I got surgery kind of quick, I kind of realized, this was happening, and just like let that settle in and kind of attacked it that way.
Does having missed so much time the last 2 years clear anything up for you in terms of what you want to do next season?
Yeah, I'm coming back. Like, I kind of had that conversation with Coach Linder already, and I think it'd be my best interest, for my future. I want to play in the NFL, and I don't think it'd be in my best interest to leave, missing four games in a season. I think I could leave, but I don't want to. I think I still have a lot left on the table here.
You were able to still finish off some pretty difficult runs, physical runs. And did you feel anything in the wrist, or feel 100% going forward?
I felt good, man. I felt 100. I don't know if I'm 100%, but I felt pretty close to it.
Braylon being as banged up as he is, how big, is your reemergence in this lineup, especially knowing what happened last year when he kind of ran out of gas?
Yeah, I think he has a lot of guys left in the tank. He's kind of playing running back in the Big Ten. Sometimes your body just, feels that way. So I'm just grateful to be available for this team and help the team win.
Of the games that you missed last year, was that Minnesota game the toughest one for you to kind of sit through and watch, just knowing that you probably could have changed something?
I mean, a lot of them were difficult, but that I've never been a part of like a rivalry like these schools have. So not being able to be a part of it and see us lose, it was difficult. It was super difficult.
What's it been like to walk by that empty trophy case? It's in the locker room, obviously.
Yeah, you walk by it every day. So I mean, for 360 days now, I've just been looking at that trophy case with nothing in it. So I feel like as a whole team, it's something that you look at every day.
Who else have we had that conversation with? You mentioned you talked to Coach Leonard. Have you let the running back room know too?
Yeah. They knew. As soon as I got hurt, and I knew I was going to miss some extended time. I sat down with my family, and I just decided that it'd be in my best interest to come back. I'm young. I just turned 21. I think that it would just make sense for me to come back.
Going back to the Ags weeks up, just how fired up were you to be able to play in this game, play in this rivalry, and what does it mean to this program?
I didn't know about the history and all that, so learning about it and figuring out like what it means to the program, just being a part of something that has been going on for so long is special. So I'm just grateful to be available this week.
I guess you didn't travel to Minneapolis last year.
No, sir, I did not.
Did you watch the game?
Yeah.
You saw them kind of do a jump around, celebrate like that. That's something that still sticks with you and guys in the locker room.
Yeah, most definitely. I think that's something that that adds fuel to the fire. And it is what it is. If the team celebrates, they win. That's how they celebrate. That's cool. So that just added fuel to the fire.
Is there anything in store for you guys if you're able to get the X back, or you just?
I don't know if we do things that way. So I think that first we got to get the win first.
What's been that process like of kind of learning the rivalry? Has there been players who talked to you about the meaning of the Ags?
Yeah, Chris Orr actually gave us a breakdown today about the history of it, how long it's been going on for, the record behind it. I didn't know that we won it from like 2004 to 2017. I didn't even know that. So, I'm just grateful to be a part of something that's been going on for college football this long.
Is this game kind of like a bowl game in a sense because you're playing for a prize you talk about all year long?
Right. So, yeah, I mean, I come from the ACC. There's not a lot of trophy games. So, here coming to the Big Ten, there's a trophy game at the end of the season almost every week. So, yeah, essentially like a bowl game.
Going back to your decision to come back next season, how much is it just based around obviously you missed a lot of time and probably one full season of your belt on NFL future and things like that. But maybe just the total win-loss record, has it not been what you expected, and given how much you guys return on offense next season, obviously a chance to be a special year. Just
right.
Kind of finish it all right.
Right. I just think that the NFL obviously my main goal, but as a team here, I just think that we're young. And I just think that it would benefit us to be a complete backfield next year. So I just think that sitting down with the guys, them telling me to come back, me missing time like you said, I think that it just made all too much sense for me not to come back. So I just think it was important for me to do those things. So
when you say the guys told you to come back, was there any specific conversation that kind of swayed you with anybody, or what was kind of said?
kind of like you said, we're returning a lot of guys. So having the most firepower as possible going into next year, it just kind of makes sense.
Which teammates just kind of vied for you to come back?
I mean, Bray, everyone. Yeah, pretty much everyone. Honestly, I think I could make it to the league next year. I just think that coming off an injury, is not really on a high note. So I just thought it would be smart for me to come back.
What do you think it says about Braylon that he's been able to continue playing through some injuries that are clearly affecting?
Yeah, I mean, it's the heart of a warrior. It's the position we play. So he's been figuring that out, and he just got to keep going. He's hurting. Everyone's hurting though. So he's been grinding. So I'm proud of him, and I think he's going to continue to keep grinding.
Do you guys worry about him at all? Just maybe running himself into the ground. It seems like every other play he's coming off that field and something's wrong. Do you guys have to tell him, hey, we got this at some point, and we can carry this?
Sometimes I gotta tell him to tap. He won't tap. So I gotta get him to let him know that I'm here. Like Isaac's here. You don't have to put everything on your back. So he knows that, and that's why he's a competitor. He doesn't want to take himself out the game.
You kind of mentioned you don't know if you were 100% or last week. How did you feel that kind of you played, and how do you think that tandem is with you and Brandon? Yeah,
I think I played well. I'm sore. I didn't play football for about 5 weeks, so coming into the game, getting 21 carries, I'm pretty sore, but that's football, and I was grateful to just be out there. But I think I played well. I think I left some things on the table, but I think they're all fixable.
Jess, did you know that Isaac has some of the hands that he does before some of the catches he's made this season?
Yeah, he was a wideout, so we already knew he could do that. I think he could do more. I think he can line up out there at wideout and be super productive. So yeah, I definitely knew he had the hands.